5 Stars on Game Day One is brought to you by Veolia. Be sure to click on to veolia.us to learn more about their conservation program today to learn how to save money and save water.
Second half of the season firmly underway in Section 1 and in the CHSAA, and we bring you now our 5 Stars of the Week brought to you by Veolia. I want to thank Veolia for their continued support of high school athletics in this area. We start in the Catholic League with one of the most highly acclaimed and most high-profile recruits coming out of this area in a very long time. That is Adonis Ratliff of Stepinac, going to be our first member of the 5 Stars. A 6'9" junior, obviously he's a twin. Darius is the other. This Stepinac team loaded with this junior class, and Adonis Ratliff is now slowly emerging as maybe the best player in it. And last week was just insane how good he was. 7 straight games in double figures for him. 3 double-doubles in that span. And this is, again, double-figure game scoring. Doesn't sound like much. For Stepinac, when you got 6 or 7 guys that can lead the team in scoring on a given night, it's pretty impressive. Last week, 15.3 points per game, 9 rebounds. But the best part was that the 6'9" junior shot 49% from the field. He's not just going for layups and dunks. He is hitting mid-range. He's also hitting from behind the arc. He is 7 of 11 in his last 3 games from three-point range, and 4 of 6 against Cardinal Hayes in that win over Friday night. Syracuse, Mississippi State, and a whole lot of other schools are coming for Adonis Ratliff, and him and his brother, just sensational. They throw in Denny Carbuccia, Josiah Jervis, Hassan Karesi, this Stepinac team, number 1 ranked team in New York State for very good reason. Next team in our 5 Stars, we go to Section 1. We go to Fox Lane. It is Arthur Shevick. Shevick, huge week. Fox Lane's been a team that, they've put so much on Shevick's shoulders to be the leader, be the scoring threat that he can be. And last week, he just really kind of took it to another level. 2 big performances in 2 wins for Shevick. He beat Lincoln on Tuesday, 25 points, 4 rebounds. That's obviously didn't play until the 4th quarter, but then he comes back. You're going to be judged by how you do in games against your rival. In Fox Lane's win over Horace Greeley, Shevick goes for 35 points, 5 assists in a 69-64 win, a win that Fox Lane really needed. He's averaging 22 points per game this season, which is 12th best in Section 1 on the year, and he has no signs of slowing down. That is Arthur Shevick, our second member of the 5 Stars. Our next member of the 5 Stars, my team, the team that I think if you've been watching, I've been talking about down the stretch, the team is going to make a run in the second half. It's Harrison. And Joe Crupi is a big reason why. Crupi coming off another great week for him. Now, there's always so many football players on this Harrison team, and it was going to be a matter of when could they get themselves kind of reacclimated into the basketball season. They look like they found their groove right now, and Crupi is leading the pack. Great athlete, 3-sport star, and a great football player, but he might be a basketball player more than anything. In a win over Eastchester, 20 points, 6 assists, 3 steals. Then on Saturday, Harrison beat Newburgh of Section 9. That's a big-time win for them. 12 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. Won that game kind of running away. Harrison's 7-5 overall, 5-5 in Section 1. They have games coming up, 2 more games left against Rye. They play Eastchester, they play Woodlands, but they have a chance to make a run. They're the team, as I've said all along, they're the team that nobody wants to face in the Section 1 Class AA playoffs. The team that right now that's leading the Class AAA field, the only undefeated team left in Section 1 basketball, that is Mamaroneck, and our next member of the 5 Stars is Will Plunkett. I went to the Mount Vernon game last week, just so amazed at, obviously Mount Vernon's got some good size, good depth, they're a strong physical team, and Plunkett was really the biggest and strongest player on the entire court, and they're 14-0 now, Mamaroneck, for a good reason. Plunkett, in those games, first off, he beats Mount Vernon, again, 17 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, but really it was more just like how he was involved in helping them break the press. He's a 6'4" big man, and he is going to play college baseball, and he's going out against Mount Vernon and having performances like that. It was so impressive, and then he followed it up on Saturday. He was off the floor for most of the second half. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds in a win over Ketchum. They are still undefeated on the season. Plunkett is averaging 19.4 points and just under 10 rebounds per game. He's going to make a nice case to maybe be, even as a junior, to be one of the first team members of the All Section 1 team by the Coaches Association. Our final member of the 5 Stars this week, we're going to go down to Class D. We don't get to do this very often, but Deion Murray, the junior guard for Greenburgh-North Castle, has been incredible. People don't really understand how talented he is. Hopefully get to see him, whether there's not going to be a Section 1 Class D playoffs because there's only one team in the field, Greenburgh. So they're going to go right to the state tournament. But Deion Murray is going to give them a very good chance to go far into the state tournament. Look what he did last week. Last week they go 1-1. He had 21 points, 17 rebounds in a win over KO Academy, but then followed that up by dropping 47 points in a loss to Tuckahoe. The most points that anyone scored in a Section 1 game this season, more than Anthony Figueroa scored over 40, I think 5 times. Jake Sussberg's been over 40. Caden Gonzalez of Yorktown's been over 40. Deion Murray enters the pack and now has the most points in a game all season. Also had 15 rebounds in that win over Tuckahoe. They played Tuckahoe really tough. Tuckahoe is probably going to win the Class C championship in Section 1. So Deion Murray is showing just how talented he is. Many people would think that he could probably play on any team in Section 1. Those are our 5 stars for the week. I want to thank Veolia once again. And hopefully you're checking out my Goal Ball 4 on Instagram and tell me who you think, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, who's going to make the Final Four. As we said, just over 1 month left until the County Center Best Time of the Year is here.